Well, thanks. Could you introduce yourself and then recap your discussing comments?
I'm Rick van der Ploeg of Oxcar. It's the Oxford Center for Natural Resources at University of Oxford.
Mm-hmm. And you gave a recap of the three presentations about Kazakhstan, Zambia, and Cameroon.
We've organized together with Revenue Watch many case studies.
Mm-hmm.
Today we had 3 countries. And I'll say on each of them I'll say a little bit. So the first country was Kazakhstan. Had an enormous oil boom. And the government has saved most of the oil revenues in a fund, 60%, 2/3. The funny thing is actually that most of that has been completely offset by the private sector. They've gone on a borrowing bonanza. They've been borrowing like hell. The external debt has been going up. And all that borrowing has fueled really a construction boom. House prices have gone through the roof. So really I call it the Ricardian curse. So Kazakhstan, the government has behaved quite well, trying to save most of the oil revenues for future generations. Most of that has been undone by the private sector, who's been borrowing like hell. So there you go. The government may do their job very well, but it can be undone by greedy private agents. The other 2 countries had the opposite. So for example, if you look at Zambia as a country, there's a lot of oil, not oil, but a lot of copper exports. A lot of the copper exports, the copper mines, and they had a big cycle. First it did very well, everything was private, and from the 70s onwards everything was nationalized again, and basically the problem was then copper rents completely declined. The reason was that the cost went really up after nationalization, copper prices went down, geology got worse. But the most striking thing of Zambia is how little the government got of the copper rents. So most of the time they only got 1.5% of all the copper profits. And when they reformed, they still only got 3%. So that's a curse really for Zambia, where the government was not really able to grab some of the copper rents for the people. The third country was Cameroon. It's a very corrupt country, very badly governed, a complete disaster, growth collapse, enormous increase, explosion of foreign debt, enormous increase in poverty, enormous inequality, huge unemployment. And really there what we see is that in Cameroon, which is actually potentially a very important country for natural resource revenues, there the problem is not so much that the government didn't capture a lot of the oil rents, they did. The problem is the transparency curve. So of the 20 billion the authors estimated on oil revenues, only 8 billion appeared in the government accounts. 12 billion just disappeared in one big black hole. So under pure discretion of the president, which could be used to appease opposing factions in society, or it could be used for its own purpose. So here we have 3 examples where resources may not work out so well as we hoped they did. And hence we think case studies are extremely important to understanding the effect of natural resources on economic development.
Well, thanks for the summary. Appreciate it. Great.
Is that what you wanted?
Yeah, that's great.